That's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver. And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third base line. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. Jordan Rice heads out. Trey Lugden right.
Get out, ball later!
And he might have just missed it! Got it wrong from Jordan Rice! And that's a shot! That's home run play!
This is my blues, 'cause I'm back down on my own again. This is the blues I'm playing. Yes, it's a fine old thing when the night is cold and lonely.
This is a dollar bill piece.
Was it the money that made me a savage? Popping them prices that made it a habit. Turning the bitches and selling them bitches. That was exciting to me. I'm so excited to be. Started with nothing, we had to inspire the bitch. That's right to me. I'm getting tired of flying the man. I got the
Back in what a play from
squad, they pile like a sand. Pile like a perk. I'm going ham. I'm going crazy. It's too wavy for niggas do magic like I look a set. I'm in the kitchen with guns in the back. We was on it when it went round. Other side, just want to come around.
So strike three, and the Atlantic Aces are going to their first ever World Series. They'll face the...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final game of the 2024 season. 6 months of wiffle ball has come down to this. It's the 2024 AWA Wiffle Ball World Series. The 6-seeded Enforcers currently are down 2-1 against the 1-seeded Atlantic Aces. They'll see if they can come back and win this 7-game series. I'm Jack Blaos, joined by Alex Hart and Mark Campagnaro will be up here later. And let's get right into today's starting lineups.
Aaron Schofield, Washington State University.
Moses Valadez, go Wave.
Morgan Granich, Northwest Guatemalan High School.
Jack Scholl, Maplewood Elementary.
And there's that Aces lineup. Big shocker in that lineup was Jack Scholl was the hero in game number 3. We'll see if he can come out and do it again to propel this Aces team to their first ever World Series championship. Let's take a look at the Eastern Enforcers.
Jake Oliver, Seattle Area Pipe Trades.
Joshua Gradwell, Evans Midway High School. Jonathan Galgano, Washington State University.
Brock Bleaus, University of America Samoa.
And there's the Eastern Enforcers starting lineup. All 4 will be here today, but Brock Bleaus will be late per usual, hopefully arriving. Oh, never mind. We just got word he showed up. So both teams rocking with that 4-team lineup today. We'll see which team prevails after a lengthy game 1 yesterday, 3 games, almost 3 hours. So hopefully we can cut that time down a little bit. With that, we're actually going to send it down to Robert, who's just pulled over Moses Valdez of the Atlantic Aces. Robert, take it away.
All right, Moses, talk to me about the pitching battle here. The past 2 games, or past 3 games, have been, very offensive heavy. How do you guys plan to fix that?
Honestly, I think it's just to get the jitters out of the way and just attack the zone, get ahead early, and just let my defense play really, really well like they have all season.
Yeah, relying on that defense. What about for the offensive side?
For the offensive side, honestly, Gradwell throwing so much stuff that moves so much. We just have to stay disciplined and, wait to swing at something that we can really handle. I feel like I was getting a little aggressive and stuff that he was starting to kind of get it on my hands. So, I'm looking for something over the plate. Hopefully I can, have a good day today and the rest of my squad as well.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you so much.
Back to booth, guys.
When it comes down to the wire, down to the last out, down to the last lap,
he blasts into first,
down to the last gasp. When every second counts. Win every second.
Huge crash.
I've never seen anything like this.
The Brinks Cup.
This is a reminder today.
Brought to you by Brinks TV, the kingdom of awesomeness.
The Brinks Cup. The winner of the Brinks Cup will be crowned tonight after 6 months of wiffle ball. We'll get game number 4 started shortly, just plugging in the lineups, and we'll be underway.
Yes, sir. Brock's here. Brock's here. We're waiting for more. Yeah. There's more. I need more than one. Moses, are you pitching? What? We're away. Yeah. Okay. Usually it's me. Yeah. Did he text for you when you wait? Been doing it for years. Aaron, where's Morgan? Let me see the phone. He's getting it. He's putting on his makeup. Perfect. Gotta put on his makeup. Be there right at 6. Okay, it's 5:58, so he's gonna be here in 2 minutes. All right. Hey, dude, God.
So here we go, getting ready to start game number 1. Josh Gradwell will be pitching. He's given Moses Valdez a little time there on the plate. This Enforcers team showed up early today. Well, you know, this Aces team, clearly it hasn't affected them much, but they usually show up at the last second, still waiting on Morgan. But
yeah, it's an astute observation. I mean, they roll in right at game time, and maybe that's why they often start slow in these series. And I saw it the previous round against the Nighthawks, and last night they looked pretty dead in game one, evident by the 7-1 loss or whatever it was.
And Josh Gradwell getting on the mound, he's had 2 very different starts so far. Game 1, he threw a no-hitter in that Game 1 win against the Aces. And then in Game number 2, he really got roughed up. So this Aces team, one of the best hitting lineups we've ever seen in the AWA. And we'll see if this Enforcers pitching staff can keep up.
Even in the chat, right? Aces, get ready to hit. We're going? All right, we're going. Yeah, you gotta wait on Granny. We're hitting. We're gonna be here for 6 hours, may as well speed it up. He's going right here, getting the makeup, getting the lashes. Brock inside right now. Brock.
Did anyone call Morgan?
I'm gonna call him right now. Be like, you are starting. Remember, it's 6 o'clock. He might have thought it said 6:30. I mean, I thought I heard someone say 6:30. Is that him? I'm calling him. Hey, where's Brock? Hey, Mark. Hey, he just got here. He's here.
And they explode away from the dock. And here we go.
Sometimes the difference between first place and second place
He's taking the lead, and he wins it.
is second effort.
He beats them all.
The Brinks Cup celebrates the athletes who never quit.
Holy smokes, and he wins.
Because quit is really just another 4-letter word.
And he reclaims the lead.
The Brinks Cup.
The world champion.
Born ready. Mark Evanera is born ready. You guys take like 5 or 6 pitches somewhere. Hey, we got Grace. Let's go. No, he's here. We got him. He's here. Yeah, at least let him get cleaned up, low key. Go, baby. Let's get it.
Oh, he's here. Come on.
I'm just doing one more stretches so my guy can get his cleats on. Yeah, time. Start of the game hasn't started yet. Go Drays, baby. I'm all Drays up. I have a fucking cat. Weezy's at the beach. Yeah, I should have worn my shirt. Soda, dude. Oh, dude. With the nurse hat. No, he would have been made. God, that would have gone so hard. Oh, that was Carol. Oh, that was Carol. Dude, that was fun. I love such a more people arguing. Oh my God.
And here we go. Game 4 action between the Atlantic Aces and the Eastern Enforcers. Pitch 1 from Josh Gradwell is a ball to Aaron Schofield.
Oh, get out
That's
here.
fouled off. 1-1 the count.
I will do 2 corn dogs, please, if there is 2. If there's only 1, that's fine. I'll just take 1. You're the man. Appreciate it.
Count is 1-1 to Aaron Schofield. And I mean, this is a ground ball over to Jake Oliver. He can't field it cleanly. And Aaron Schofield goes over to second, and now he goes to third. He's rounded third. He's heading home, and he scores. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Aaron Schofield, that's what I'm talking about. Are you serious right now, dude?
Unbelievable way to start off Game 4.
Oh, my Lord. That was awesome.
Yeah, Aaron capitalizing on a barrage of errors there.
Let's go. Are you serious? I mean, we rarely see Jake Oliver make errors over there at third to start it off. But for Aaron to take advantage of that situation where Oliver was, you know, a little annoyed with himself, I mean, I get it. I've done the same thing over there. But for Aaron Schofield to do that and go all the way to third and get Jake Oliver to make the throw, I mean, that was impressive.
Yeah,
wow.
That's kind of play that somebody only like Aaron Schofield's able to make, because he's got the wheels to pull it off, you know.
That was, I mean, as a, you know, if you're a baseball coach, you love that play.
Yeah.
You love that play. Or wiffle ball coach, whatever you want to say. That was awesome.
Team captain stepping up.
That was cool.
Showing his team how it's done.
What a way to start it off. I mean, the Aces, they are up a game in this series. They lead it 2-1. The World Series as Morgan Granich works a walk.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And you know, Mark, before the game, Jack and I were talking, and the common trend with this Aces team is them showing up about 5 minutes before the game starts, and we were wondering if that contributes to some of their slow starts in these series.
It's possible. It's possible.
I mean, right there, Aaron's fired himself out of a cannon.
I mean, and to speak on that as well, I mean, you know, this Aces squad, they're busy. They're a busy bunch. A lot of them are baseball coaches, and they're a busy bunch. They got a lot going on. They play baseball outside of wiffle ball. And so, I mean, to be completely honest, for them to even get to these games, I mean, the games can be tough to get to sometimes, especially if you got a busy schedule. And so it's pretty cool to even, you know, have these guys show up. I know it's 5 minutes before game time, but, I mean, they're out here balling. They're out here balling. They went 19-11 in the regular season. They're the #1 overall seed. And now here they are, up a game in the World Series against a really great Eastern Enforcer squad. But, I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I've seen a couple of plays out here from Aaron Schofield so far in this World Series, and it's been really cool.
He's here to win.
That play that he had in Game 2 to end the game, an absolute missile from third as he's falling backwards to end the game. That was really cool. And then that base running took advantage of the Jake Oliver error. I mean, impressive. So it's been fun to watch this team so far.
Speaking on you know, life outside of wiffle ball, you know, believe it or not, to the viewers, the wiffle ball salaries are not quite the same as they are in baseball. We do have to work other jobs.
Yeah, you know, we do what we do out here, but it's for the love of the game. We love it. Love to be out here. It's fun to be with all our buddies. It's a blast. So.
Hey, Josh, 1 second. Hey, Josh, 1 second. Hey, Jack, can you come in real quick?
That's you, right? His live visibility is restricted. Should we appeal or appeal it? Yeah.
His live visibility. You may not have.
Is that good? Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was weird. 26? Oh, that's nothing. All right. Yeah. He tells me I'm 6 miles an hour. Are we good to go? No, we're not.
No. We lost the top.
Oh, no. Not the gumdrop. Mark, what's the hold-up, man?
Alright, we're gonna go.
Corn dog break? What's the count? 3-1. 3-1. You got 2-1? 3-1? Okay. I have 3-1. Yeah. 3-1. 3-1.
Did we just pause the World Series so Mark can get a corn dog?
No, we had TikTok issues, but that would have been a good pause either way, so.
That's in there to Jack Scholl for strike 2, full count. Sorry, we had a delay right there. We lost TikTok for a second. Had to get him back. As that hits Jack Scholl for ball 4, and so the aces with runners on first and second. And I know we've been talking up the aces a lot, but I don't want to take away from the Eastern Enforcers either, because this squad is also incredibly, incredibly good, and this is going to be a battle here.
It is, and you know, both teams are built to win. The Enforcers built a little bit differently than the Aces. You know, the Aces got the high-powered offense, but the Enforcers are built around their pitching staff. You know, it's the backbone of their team. They've ridden the arm of Josh Gradwell and Jake Oliver all the way to the World Series.
Yeah, and let's not forget, Josh Gradwell had a complete game shutout in Game 1 as Schofield just absolutely demolished that thing.
It was a no-hitter, actually. We had to check the stats again.
Okay, it was confirmed, yeah, to no-hit the Aces in Game 1. And ended up losing Game 2. But, I mean, hey, no-hitter in the World Series. It's impressive, especially against this lineup. So 0-2 to Aaron Schofield. But, hey, we are going to crown a champion tonight. It's going to happen. Ground ball over to Jake Oliver. It gets on by Morgan Granich, and he comes in to score. Wow. An unfortunate situation. We're gonna check to make sure he was safe at home, or that Granich wasn't tagged down at third.
Yeah, it's a tough angle to tell. Jake,
we'll take a look at it, but calling the field is safe, and Morgan Granich comes in to score. So the call on the field is confirmed. Granich is safe. He will come around to score. It's now 2-0 Aces. Runners on first and second. And just like that, Morgan Granich is going to step up to the plate. So, I mean, those are two really rare errors that we just saw from Jake Oliver.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't see that happen from him.
Rough start over there for sure, but, you know, I guess on the bright side, it's still only 2-0. You got one out, and Josh Gradwell is on the mound. He's your best guy. He's more than capable of getting out of this jam and keeping this game close.
And there's a strike from Gradwell, 0-2. And, I mean, I don't even know if I'd really consider the first run that Aaron Schofield scored an error necessarily on Jake's part. I mean, Aaron just took advantage.
Yeah, it was a tough play to make, you know, charging that ball and carrying your momentum to first. And we see guys stumble on that play quite frequently, but yeah, Aaron really just being aggressive.
That just hit.
Out of the zone, strike 3. Down goes Granich. 2 away now in the inning.
Yeah, that's got to be a double.
Yeah, it was a perfect pitch from Josh Gradwell there. Hit him with the screwball.
A really nice pitch from Gradwell. And so now here's Moises Valadez to the plate. You know, if the Aces, they want to secure this World Series, they're going to be needing their ace to have his A game tonight. The champion will be crowned for the 2024 AWA World Series. I'm pretty excited.
I am too.
I'm revved up.
It's gonna be a good night.
I'm revved up.
Already showing it. It's gonna be an exciting day.
I mean, we got corn dogs up here in the booth. I mean, we're doing well. We're doing well up here.
Love a good corn dog.
I haven't had a corn dog in a while. I also missed lunch today, so hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. 2-1 to Valadez. Ground ball over to Jake Oliver. He tags third, throws on over to first. He didn't need to because there's 2 away. That was out number 3. Didn't need to happen. So Oliver tags third for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the second. But the Atlantic Aces, they score 2 and they lead it 2-0.
Ninja, pirate, misfits. You are strong. Together, we are stronger. Never lie. No need. The truth always wins. Whatever you are, be it. all the way. No compromises. Put your money where your soul is.
Switch from Valadez is high to Jake Oliver. That's popped up into the air. Aaron Schofield makes the catch. Out number 1, so 1 down.
We're fine.
Valadez retires Oliver. Started off here in the bottom of the first. Josh Gradwall will step in, and Gradwall's had some power in this series. Had a home run, 3-run shot in game 2.
Yeah, he's been hitting the ball hard. You know, going back to that last about if you're Moses, you gotta love that. I mean, Moses has been a little bit prone to getting off to rocky starts, and, you know, pulling himself from games. So getting that one quick out is a good sign if you're the Aces.
And you know what's crazy is I truly think that Aaron Schofield base running, incredible base running that he had to lead off this game. I think that's the momentum right now is in the Aces' favor, and I think they're going to ride this. I really do for game 4. 2-2 to Josh Gradwall. Gradwall chases the slider outside. Strike 3. He goes down for round number 2.
And Moses is cooking so far. A great sequence of pitches there.
John Galgano now step in. Talk about a guy who's had a great playoff. Galgano, the rookie.
He really has. He's really stepped up for sure.
It's strike 1. Pitches high from Valadez. Gets away from him there. Ball and a strike to count now to Galgano. That's behind him. 2-1. Bases are empty. 2 down. Valadez dotting the top of the zone. 2-2 now the count. Galgano, great job. Fights that off. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 to Galgano, and Forcer's down 2 early in game 4. Galgano over to Aaron Schofield, and he makes another incredible play in the field. A diving catch from Schofield, and we're going to the top of the second. Aces lead it 2-0. Jack Scholl up for the Aces, swing and a miss, 0-1 the count. And Gradwall Sneaks the slider right in there, and it's 0-2.
You know, if you're the enforcers, you gotta really like the way Josh is pitching so far. I mean, a couple of errors have resulted in the runs, but Josh has looked pretty good out there so far.
There's a 3-pitch strikeout from Gradwall, 1 down. And yeah, you mentioned it, Alex. I mean, Gradwall has pitched very well so far here tonight. There have been a couple of fielding errors out there in which the Aces have taken advantage of, but other than that, I mean, Gradwall's been pitching very well so far in Game 4.
Perfect bounce. Oh, I got you.
Aces only lead it by 2. It's not a very big lead in the AWA, but hey, you take it nonetheless. Aaron Schofield now to the plate. Fouls the first pitch off after an incredible diving catch in the field. I mean, talk about a guy who's having a series, man.
Yeah, he's
wow.
really putting a stamp on Game 4 here. I mean, caused both runs for the Aces and made some outstanding plays in the field.
I mean, if he'd be able to hit a home run, that'd really cap it off for Schofield.
What happened? It was 76. But that's the thing, what if it was 61? That's like my argument every time.
Did he?
What if it was 61? It's got to be no
very slow. Wait, so what did the first reading say? 59. 76. Oh, count it. Did it say 59 and 76? That's a strike. Then that's a strike. Yeah. Got to try. It's the World Series.
0-2 to Schofield. It was not a speed check. It was a strike. Counts 1-2.
Gotta love the fan support out here tonight. Good crowd.
The crowd has been really good the last couple of nights for the World Series. I mean, I'm telling you, unfortunately I've been getting here a little late because of work, but I'm trying to find parking out on the street, and it's tough.
Yeah.
I've never had that problem before. It's crazy. It's crazy. Never had that problem before in the 4 or 5 years we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Love it.
Schofield fouled off. Count is 2-2. Bases empty. 1 out. Top of the second, and Schofield. He strikes out for the second out. Gradwall continues to deal. So we're here in Game 4. We're just at the halfway point, assuming if this series were to go 7, the full 7. Up to this point, Alex, who's your World Series MVP?
Well, until recently, I would have said probably Jack Scholl. But I mean, Aaron's defense and his hustle here in Game 4, he's certainly making his claim. And then, on the enforcer side, the series obviously isn't over. It's got to be Josh Gradwall.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think it'd be between those 3 guys right now. And just like you, Alex, I was thinking Scholl coming into Game 4, but now I'm thinking, hey, Aaron Schofield's absolutely in that conversation. And on the flip side, Josh Gradwall, I mean, he's been nails for the enforcers, so he's in the conversation too. That's a strike. And for Gradwall, not only has he been doing it on the mound, but he's also been doing it at the plate. He had that 3-run homer Game 2.
Yeah.
So I think those are your 3 guys that we're looking at. Is Gradwall, another strikeout, sits down Morgan Granich to end the inning. Aces lead it 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the second.
What kind of hit do you want, Jack? I would like a grounder right there.
middle back to Valadez, and that'll be a hard hit single for Brock Playhouse. Run around first for the Enforcers.
Could be the spark this Enforcers team is looking for on the offensive side. Good to see a base runner out there. But so far in Game 4, it's been a tough go of things.
So now here's Jake Oliver to the plate. Jake Oliver to deep left center, and it gets over the wall for a 2-run shot. Jake Oliver has just tied this ball game up at 2. Let's go.
You know, for Jake Oliver, it's been a rough World Series for him at the plate so far. Hasn't really gotten the bat going. It's a great way to get your swing going and get in a groove here. Never too late in the World Series as he drives that out. Almost hits the Trevor May sign.
And you love to see that. You love to see that from Jake Oliver, because the first 2 runs for the Enforcers, they were off of errors of Jake Oliver. And Josh Gradwell goes deep out to left center, but it stays in the park, and Gradwell will have himself a long single.
Yeah, kind of hit it out there to the triangle of doom in between a couple of trees, and Aaron unable to really track it down and make a good play on it.
I thought that was going to be back-to-back.
Yeah, I did too. It certainly looked that way, but Enforcers are starting to see this ball well from off the hand of Moses Valdez. 3 hard hit balls in a row.
That would have been pretty cool, but Gradwell, regardless, hard hit, long single, he's on. And Galgano to center, but Aaron Schofield makes the grab at the wall. Jumping into the wall is Aaron Schofield, and he continues that fantastic defense for the Aces.
Yeah, Aaron's pretty locked in right now.
I'm going to start taking some roids. Yeah, I know. I thought about it a lot. League mandatory roids.
Pitch to Brock Playhouse is a strike. Does not go around, ball 1. 1-1 to Playhouse. But what I was trying to say earlier is, I mean, it's been hard to even talk. I mean, it's just like one thing's going after the next.
2-1.
I mean, the first two runs for the Aces were off a couple of errors from Jake Oliver, and for Jake Oliver to step right back in, hit a 2-run shot to tie this game and make up for his errors, that was pretty impressive from Oliver. And it's now a whole new ball game, 2-2 in the bottom of the second.
That was 1 strike. Okay. Did the first pitch not hit the zone? No. Did it hit you then hit the zone? Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. So,
2-1. We had the first pitch wrong. We thought it was a strike. It hit Brock before it hit the zone. That was a ball. 3-1. Excuse us. 3-1 is the count. Valadez connects for strike 2. Full count. But yeah, pretty cool for Oliver to make up for his errors. Hit a 2-run shot. Now we're new ball game. Pretty sweet. Full count. Brock Playhouse. Foul off again. So this is a good at bat. Playhouse battling here against Valdez. Popped up into the air. Aaron Schofield underneath it. Makes a grab. There's now 2 down.
Aaron's just been a magnet out there. Seems like every ball is hit his way.
Yeah, and I mean, Schofield, he had that one error out there in left where he dropped a routine fly ball, but since then, he's been a vacuum over there. Has not missed a beat. Been on everything. Oliver to deep left center. It gets over the head of Schofield. Gradwell will head to third. He's going to stay there. That'll be a double for Jake Oliver. Oliver's last at-bat, he had that 2-run homer, and now comes right back up with a double. Forces are in business.
And Jake Oliver, he looks like a completely different hitter here tonight. You know, he's at a lot of pop-ups and strikeouts and some walks. He kind of looked lost in the first 3 games, but he's dialed in right now.
Pitch to Gradwall is outside, ball 1. That's behind Gradwall for ball 2. 2-0. Runners on second and third. We're all tied up at 2. Gradwall to Schofield. He throws to first and he gets the out. Are you serious? Wow. What a throw from Aaron Schofield.
That was
unbelievable. We're going to watch this replay. An absolute BB from Schofield gets the out on Gradwall by a couple steps and saves the go-ahead run. Unreal. Out number 3. We're going to the top of the third, all tied up at 2.
That was a oh my, dude, he had no play. That run was stolen. Yeah, I thought he was gonna throw it.
So we're here in the final inning of game 4, all tied up at 2. Valadez looks at ball 1, and this has been an absolute battle, game 4. Oh
yeah, this has been one of the best games we've seen here in the AWA. You know, good, big hits, some incredible fielding plays, and some tremendous pitching too.
Both teams going back and forth. That hits the inside part of the zone for a strike. 2-1, just skimmed it. Counts as a strike all the same. 2-1. Valadez, 61 miles per hour, speed check. No pitch. 2-1. Yeah, we've seen some incredible base running, incredible defense, some really fun to watch offense so far in game 4.
Stakes are high and brings out the best in these players.
I mean, in this situation, Enforcers down a game. Would you consider this a must-win game for the Enforcers? Try to tie this thing up at 2.
I would say so. It's pretty hard to come back, you know, 3-1. I mean, not like it hasn't been done, but, you know, 2-2 looks a lot better than 3-1.
That's true. I agree with you there. Valadez gets on for the Aces. Now here's Jack Scholl. Still sporting the nice green cleats.
The only ones I got.
He says they're the only ones he's got. Well, they've been working out for him so far in the World Series as he looks at ball 1 from Gradwall.
Just been a tough guy to pitch to.
That pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Now Scholl. And it's the zone. 2-1 the count to Scholl. Aces all tied up here with the Enforcers, 2-2. Trying to go ahead. Ground ball right back to Gradwell. He bobbles it a couple of times, throws on over to first, but the throw is offline. Gets past Brock Playhouse. He throws it in, and Oliver able to save it from going out of play. Valadez comes in to score on the throw. So the Aces take the lead. It's now 3-2. I mean, there's a lot going on in that play.
Yeah, I'm trying to score that one right now. It's good hustle from Moses and awareness to not, you know, just truck home when Jake might have been able to make a play, but yeah, really impressive base running.
Put the ball in play and good things happen, and that's exactly what Jack Scholl's been doing in the World Series. He does it again there, and a run comes in to score. Been huge, the production that the Aces are getting out of Scholl. Ground ball over to Oliver at third. Oh, it hit off of Schofield's foot. That'll be a foul ball. A break
yeah,
for
good
Schofield.
thing everybody reacted the same. We couldn't see it.
I couldn't see it.
Got to hit a home run now. Make it count.
0-1 to Schofield.
Whoa.
Foul back into the booth. We made the catch, of course. 0-2. That hits the zone, freezes there in Schofield. Out number 1, what a pitch from Gradwell.
was a bold pitch going right down the middle on an 0-2 count, but Aaron was obviously looking for that screwball or anticipating something else.
He was definitely looking for the drop, and Gradwall switching up his pitches, went with the slider and fooled Aaron. Talking about the slider, he starts Morgan Granich off, ball 1. 1-0. Drop is high. Now 2 balls, no strikes to Granich. 1 down, runner on first. Aces retake the lead. They lead it 3-2 in the final inning of game 4. Popped up into the air. Gradwall got some room and he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 down in the top of the 3rd, and now Moises Valadez will step in. Aces did retake the lead. They would love to add on some more. Valadez at the plate, looking to help himself out. Ball 1. Valdez swings the high slider. It's now a ball and a strike to count. And it's the zone. Gradwall. Nice drop from him. He drops it right in there. Strike 2. Valdez now behind in the count. Call the pitch, and Valadez fouls it off. So the count will remain 1-2. Scholl's on at first. 2 down. A hard-fought game 4 between these 2 teams. Aces went up 2 early, and then Enforcers tied it up on the Jake Oliver 2-run homer. Now the Aces in the final inning, taking a 1-run lead. On the ground ball from Jack Scholl, and the overthrow from Brock Playhouse trying to get the out at home. 2-2. Low and outside, full count. Now to Valadez. Pitch on the way, and Valadez holds off for ball 4. He's on. There's now runners on first and second. Aaron Schofield stepping up to the plate. Or excuse me, Jack Scholl stepping up to the plate. Scholl for 2. Walk, a strikeout, and reached on an error. Ground ball right back to the pitcher, but it scored a run. Scholl looks at the high pitch for a ball. 1-1 the count. Scholl a swing and a miss. Scholl now down to the count. Count is 1-2. And Aces runners on first and second. Trying to get another run in. And on one more insurance run. Scholl fouls that one back. And the count remains. Scholl stepping in. The green cleats. Pitch from Gradwall, and Scholl again fouls it off. Nice battle here from Scholl.
Seems like every Jack Scholl at bat goes exactly like this, just a long battle.
And it's Scholl. Ball 2, 2-2.
Battling back here, evens the count up.
What's the count? 2-2.
2-2. Scholl goes down swinging. Josh Gradwall gets the 3rd and final out. But the Aces, they take the lead. They lead it 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd here in game 4.
John? Oh, it's John.
You're the man. By the way, hey, when you start Kyle Pitts and you need to start playing football, you get paid to do that. He can't get open. He can't take separation. He's a lazy route. If he was open, they would throw. That's how I would.
Here's John Galgano. It's at strike one. 0-1. Forcers down goes around. It's strike two. 0-2.
He went. All right. 0-2. That's crazy.
0-2. Galgano. A 3-pitch strikeout for out number one. One down here in the bottom of the third. Aces up a run in the bottom of the third. Forcers trying to come back. Would be able to walk it off if they get a couple. At the very best, they want to tie it. Very least, they want to tie it, excuse me. First pitch to Blayhouse is outside for a ball, 1-0. Blayhouse fouls that one off. 1-1. Hits the zone. Valadez with a dot, able to hit the outside part, 1-2. And Blayhouse chases the drop. He strikes out for the second out of the inning, and the Aces are now just an out away from going 2 games up in the World Series. But they got to face this man right here, Jake Oliver, the one guy you want in this position. He's at a 2-run homer already tonight. Definitely not a guy you want to pitch to.
Yeah, and we'll see how Moses approaches this. It definitely doesn't want to leave a slider over the plate. Got away with one there.
That looked like the pitch for Oliver. When I saw that, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oliver just missed it and fouled it off. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Jake Oliver chases the drop. A ball and 2 strikes. Now the count. Oliver throws a couple back to Valadez. Bases are empty. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Aces lead it by 1. Here's the pitch. Oliver to deep left, and it gets over the wall for a solo home run. Oh, he makes it. Oh, never mind, he made the grab. And whoa, that was crazy. I thought that was out of here.
I did too. I couldn't
way
see.
Deep
That
in
was,
the corner. That was in the corner. We didn't have an angle on that. I couldn't even see that. But Aaron Schofield, it stays in the field of play. He makes the grab for out number 3 in the Aces.
Can we run the replay back on that one?
I couldn't even see that from my angle. But Aaron Schofield, regardless, he makes the catch. That's 3 outs. Aces win Game 4. Final score 3-2. And they go 2 games up here in the World Series. Wow, I was about to get really, really hyped for a second there. That was crazy. Unreal.
I don't think so.
So Aces take Game 4. They now lead the series 3 games to 1. We're going to get right into Game 5 here shortly.
Probably just hit the damn tree.
Before we do, Molly Foley is going to have
Don't hit it so high, I guess.
an interview down there on the field. We'll be right back for that.
Marcus Hampton was calling on you. I know. I was like, wait a minute. You got to tied it up. They just stacked him in the garage. They want extras. Dude, that almost hit the tree, huh?
I know, we couldn't see it.
He caught it behind the tree, right?
I thought it was way out of here. Yeah. We thought we were going to get some fan there. I thought it went over. I thought it went over the.
He just oh. That was
We're going to send it down to the field to Molly Foley. She's got Morgan Granich of the Atlantic Aces.
Thank you, Mark. All right, ballers, what's up? How about that for a finish to our Game 4 of our 2024 AWA World Series? And just for those of you just tuning in, that's our first game of the night. The Aces came out on top 3-2 against the Enforcers and are now leading the series 3-1. Right?
Yeah, we're
3-1.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
So, with that being said, I'm joined now on the sideline with Morgan Granich of the Aces. Morgan, walk us through that Game 1 tonight.
Well, Mo was kind of dealing. You know, he's doing his thing, so can't complain about that. And we had some really good base running by Schofield and just in general, and Scholl's doing his thing, clutching up. I just need to come through for the club.
Now, with our AWA World Series, it's a best out of 7, so for those of you keeping track at home, the Aces just need to win one more tonight. Morgan, what's going to be the key to coming home with that final game?
I'm not sure who we have throwing Game 1 because there are limits to the pitchers, but whoever comes out just got to set the tone and get strike one and, you know, fill it up, and then we just got to do our thing on the sticks and try to get on top of Gradwell, because I think we're seeing Gradwell again. So.
Yeah, and it's never easy going up against Josh Gradwell on the mound. Wishing you, Morgan, and the Aces best of luck tonight, and I'll send it back up to Alex and Mark in the booth to get us started for Game 2 tonight. Reporting live from Edmonds, it's Molly Foley, AWA.
Oh, we're same page.
Dude, I thought you.
Dude. Over the foul pole. Came in.
Dude, I thought that was long. I thought it went over 65.
It died. It just fucking hit a wall. Well, he threw a sinker, so sank. Yeah, if I don't fuck around first inning, I probably would.
Dude, I mean, dude, I've never, that's never happened to me. Don't worry about that. That is what it is.
Finally got hit. I didn't have a hit until today.
What?
Didn't have a hit last series.
Really? Really?
I popped up like on 3-0 like 4 times.
Really? Good. Time for you to go off, bro.
Get this game one game at a time, and then I got to pitch.
If we win this game, one game at a time. Maybe another night.
How about like a? We don't need it. How about like a?
Hey, I woke up finally.
Going on a cruise. Where? When? Sunday.
Honestly, probably better for my health.
You know they have planes that can take you there now, right? Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what to do.
Alright, we good?
I don't.
Aurora Borealis is here.
Dude, I don't know what to do. I'm like falling asleep. I'm just like, it's hard for me to get up.
When it comes down to the wire, down to the last out, down to the last lap,
He blasts into first.
down to the last gasp. When every second counts. Win every second.
Huge crash.
I've never seen anything like this.
The Brinks Cup. Brought to you by Brinks TV, the kingdom of awesomeness.
So here we go, Game 5. A must-win game for the Eastern Enforcers as the Atlantic Aces lead by 2 games. They lead at 3-1. Aaron Schofield's going to start it off for the Atlantic Aces. Reason being, Moises Valadez only pitched 1 out in game 1. The one loss that the Aces have had, Moises Valadez pulled himself after getting 1 out, top of the first of game 1. And so Schofield's going to come in and pitch for 1 out here in game 5. That way Valadez can pitch the rest of the game with his eligibility. Smart of the Aces to have Schofield pitch out number 1 instead of an out later in the game.
Yeah, and they are up 3-1 here, and you know, depending on how this goes for Aaron.
It's a fair ball, a double for Oliver, ground rule double. And a great start for the Eastern Enforcers, Oliver.
Yeah, but as I was saying, if it goes well here for Aaron, why not keep him rolling here? You know, I mean, it's no guarantee you win this game, even with Moses on the mound. They're up 3-1.
I think the thought process for the Aces here is they have momentum and they want to ride with that momentum. Valadez just pitched a great game 4. Ground ball back to Schofield, gets underneath him, he flicks it over to Scholl offline. It's a tough play there for Schofield. So now runners in the corners for the Enforcers. Nobody out. And if you're the Enforcers, it's a win or go home game. You got to take advantage of this 1 out that Aaron Schofield needs to get. Make him pay for it. Score as many runs as possible. Try to get a game back in this series. Here's John Galgano. Swing and a miss. You know, I'm still shocked about that catch out and left. That's the one corner that we can't see out here.
I know, it looked real good off the bat.
I thought Oliver had tied it. I was about to stand up. I was getting hyped. That was cool. Ground ball. That's foul. Does not go past the bunt line for Galgano. 1-2. So yeah, Aces up 2 games in the World Series. They're just a game away from winning it all. Enforcers are going to have to string together some games here if they want to have an opportunity to win this thing. Ground ball over to Morgan Granage. He picks it up, throws to first, and they get the out on Galgano. But Oliver scores on the play. Enforcers score the first run of game 5. It's 1-0.
And so there's the out that Aaron needed to record. See what they do here.
Oh, it doesn't look like they're going to switch. Looks like Aaron's going to stay on the mound. So interesting decision here from the Aces. Wonder what they're doing.
Yeah, maybe they are thinking it. You know, just if Aaron can just limit the damage, their high-powered offense might be able to make up for it.
Maybe they want to try to get him through the full inning.
Yeah.
That way Valadez can pitch the rest of this game and still have another inning and another game in this series potentially. It's Blayhouse. He hits that way foul in foul territory. It's now 3-1.
If it does go to extras, the inning limit does not count.
Correct.
Great.
Blayhouse looks ball 4. He's on. There's now runners in the corners again for the Enforcers. Jake Oliver steps in. One for one on the evening with a ground rule double.
And Jake really got his bat going in game 4. Fortunately, the Enforcers fell short, but he drove in both runs with his home run.
Almost drove in the 3rd, too.
Almost drove in the 3rd, yeah. Had the long out to end the game, the 2-run dinger and a double, and led off this game with another double. So.
Give me a shot. Yeah.
So 3-0 is now the count here at Oliver. Yeah, if you're the Enforcers, you just gotta make Aaron Schofield keep throwing to you, throw some balls, got the bases loaded, take advantage of this situation. You don't know when Valadez is going to come back into the game, but while he's not in the game, score as many runs as possible.
Yeah, and if they put up, 3, 4, 5 runs here, maybe the Aces just consider this one a wash and just toss the idea of pitching Moses this game altogether.
Yeah, and
until maybe they get back into it.
Yeah, and that's what they did in Game 1. And hey, it's worked out for them. They've won the last 3 since that game. So we'll see what they elect to do here. It sounds like they just want to keep Schofield in there as the count is 1-1. So for ball 2.
And if you're Aaron here, you just got to pretend you're firing it to first base.
Yeah, seriously. I think maybe where he goes wrong in that situation is he's throwing to first. He can throw that thing as hard as he wants.
Yeah.
And then when he's on the mound, he's got that speed check to deal with, 60-mile-per-hour limit. I think it's harder for him to throw more accurately when he can't throw freely and throw as fast as he wants. Might have something to do with it. 3-1 to Gradwall. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Good pitch from Schofield. Full count. Just high. Gradwall walks, and another run comes in for the Enforcers. It's now 2-0. So here's Galgano. Galgano ground ball to Greenwich at 30, bobbles it, and everybody's safe. Brock Playhouse comes on in to score. 3-0 Enforcers now. You're in the top of the first.
Mark, some words of encouragement.
Just put the sunglasses on, dude. You're going to do great.
No, I can't see.
Bases loaded for Brock Playhouse, and Playhouse hits a grand slam over the wall and left, and the Enforcers now lead it 7-0. That'll end the inning as the Enforcers go over the 6-run limit due to the grand slam and Brock Playhouse. They lead it 7-0. We go to the bottom of the first.
Damn it.
So here's Aaron Schofield, and what a start for the Eastern Enforcers. 7-0 in the first. Game 5, a winner-go-home game for them as Schofield is swinging a miss. Strike 1. So the Enforcers going with Josh Gradwall in Game 5. This is his 4th and final game of eligibility.
Yeah, it's winner go home, so you gotta give your best lineup, and he is by far their best arm. And they're most effective. They're their #1 guy all year.
And yeah, we'll see how long Jake Oliver decides to leave Josh Gradwall in here. So who knows? I mean, they got a 7-run lead. Oliver might be able to come in and shut this thing down, maybe come in the 2nd or the 3rd.
Yeah.
Save an inning for Gradwall's eligibility in case they might need to use him later in the series.
It's good thinking for sure. And yeah, obviously, I think he'll finish out this one, and if they can pile on some more runs in the 2nd, I think they'll really have to consider it.
Hey, hold on. All right, we're good.
So 1 down in the bottom of the first. Here's Morgan Greenwich. First pitch ball to Greenwich. 1-0. And the drop Low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Greenwich. If the Aces were to somehow come back from this 7-run deficit and figure out a way to win Game 5, they would be World Series champions.
It's a good start for this Aces team here, getting a walk. You know, they're going to need a lot of runners here if they want to claw their way back into this one. You know, Josh Gradwell isn't going to make it easy on him.
Gradwell, last game in Game 4, had a great game pitching. Just a couple of errors from the unfortunately was the difference in that game.
Yeah, the errors really did him in.
And I think they actually, all 3 of their runs came off of errors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah. That's in there for strike 2, 0-2 to Valadez. And you know, when you look about it, you know, Aces really stole Game 4.
Yeah, they kind of did, honestly.
They stole Game 4, went up 2 games. Now in the series, ball and 2 strikes to Valadez. That's what you got to do in series, especially 7-game series. You got to steal those games, those close games. It's really how you win it.
Yeah.
Aces have been doing what they need to do.
Finding ways to win is the name of the game.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Valadez. Ground ball over to Galgano. He steps on second and throws the first, and it gets on past Brock Playhouse. What would have been a double play from Galgano. What it could have been, but Playhouse can't hold on over there at first, so only one. Forcers only get 1 out. There's now 2 away. Valadez is on at first, and now here's Jack Scholl, his first at bat. Game 5. It's fouled off. Now down 0-1.
I'm going to catch my own ball.
And that hits the zone, strike 2. 0-2, now to Scholl. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Forcers up 7. Scholl chases the drop outside for out number 3. We go to the top of the second, and Forcers lead it 7-0.
Yeah, me, I think it's me.
And they explode away from the dock. And here we go.
Sometimes the difference between first place and second place
He's taking the lead, and he wins it.
is second effort.
He beats them all.
The Brinks Cup celebrates the athletes who never quit.
Holy smokes, and he wins.
Because quit is really just another 4-letter word.
And he reclaims the lead.
The Brinks Cup.
The world champion.
In the third. It's 12 in the second, right? I think. Okay. Where are we at? We're at 7? 7. Trying to save some innings.
Hey, Jack.
And we save innings. Oh yeah, because he's got the nickname. But it was just like, it wouldn't go away. It was like, no. Way back. Are we good? Alex, we good? Yeah, yeah.
Oliver hits the foul pole, a solo shot for him to lead off the top of the second, and the Enforcers extend their lead 8-0.
Yeah, similar spot to where he just missed in the previous game, but this time it hits the foul pole and the foul tree, so this one's gonna count.
There it is, hits the foul pole. I mean, that was pretty much identical to the one that he had in Game 4.
Yeah.
That was just higher than the tree, and it came back into the field of play. I thought that was out of here. And Gradwall out to center. Valadez makes the jumping grab for out number 1, robbing Gradwall of a nice hard hit, what would have been a nice hard hit single.
Yeah.
Valadez.
Going back to Jake Oliver, you know, he hasn't hit anything less than a double in his recent plate appearances, it seems like. If you're the Aces, you might want to think about just pitching around him now, throwing him all breaking balls.
And Kranich almost makes a good play over there. The first throw is offline. Galgano, he's in there. Talk about a guy who's also made some really good plays over there at third is Morgan Kranich.
Oh, that's smart. That's real. Thank you.
Eyebrows too. Hit him with one of these.
I'm surprised you didn't do that. You gotta really just take them off and get up to the screen with the glasses on. Be like, let's go.
Yeah, you're there. You're there.
Ground ball to Kranich at first. He throws on over. Call on the field is going to be safe. We will take a look at it just to make sure.
A bang, bang play.
So here's the replay.
Give us one. Give us one.
It's close.
He's so long. He's so big. He's there. Right there. He's there. Yep, we're good.
Call on the field is confirmed. Brock Blehaus is safe at first. Runners at the corners for the Enforcers. And now here comes Jake Oliver. 2 for 2 here in this game. A ground rule double, a home run, and a walk.
And oh boy, that was a meatball pitch there. If you're Aaron, maybe you just want to throw these pitches in the dirt. You risk getting mercy ruled here.
Schofield outside. Ball 1, a ball and a strike. But yeah, I mean, this has been all Enforcers here in Game 5. Enforcers with their backs against the wall here in the World Series. Gonna have to win 3 games in a row. Want to have an opportunity to win this thing.
They're certainly more than capable of doing it, but it is easier said than done.
Oliver works a walk. So now the bases are loaded for the Enforcers. Only one away in the top of the second.
And so now Aaron's going to have to do some fancy pitching if he wants to give his team a chance to hit in the 3rd inning eventually. I guess it'd still only be the bottom of the second, but I believe the mercy rule is if you're up by 10 after 2 innings, correct?
Yep.
Did you already mention that?
Yep, that's
okay,
correct.
Sorry.
I have not mentioned it.
Okay.
I'm happy you brought it up. I was actually just about to say something.
Okay.
Beat me to it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, so 10 runs after 2 that's a ground ball to Kranich. He beats Blehaus over to the bag at 3rd, gets the out for round number 2, but a run comes in to score for the Enforcers. It's now 9-0.
We need one more run for Mercy.
They're saying he did not step on the base. Me? But he just tagged him because he stepped on. Oh, no doubt. Yeah. Did I step on the bag? You would have been safe if you didn't do that. How you didn't hit it? Yeah, he stepped on it. That's crazy. Oh, did he miss his? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Was he stepping on it? I thought it doesn't matter. They said you for sure can step on it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we're okay. It doesn't matter. What is it, 909? Yeah.
So here's John Galgano, fouls that one off. But yeah, as you were saying, Alex, 10 runs after 2 is the mercy rule. So Enforcers are just a run away from that.
Yeah, and then the Aces will have to get at least a run if they want to keep the game going.
2-0 to Galgano, hits him for ball 3. Balls, no strikes, runners on first and second. Enforcers would love to score that 10th run. Ground ball to Aaron Schofield. He'll take it himself. Steps on first for out number 3. But the Enforcers extend their lead. It's now 9-0. We go to the bottom of the second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's on me, though. That's on me.
Because we're just practicing for next game.
Yeah. That's on me.
Oh, Mo.
Yeah. Oh, look out. Really?
First pitch
No, I think we're
found off to Aaron Schofield. Oh, wait. Oh, excuse me. We haven't started yet. One moment.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I got shot.
Are those warm-up pitches or what are you doing?
Yeah, he's just warming up.
Mark, like,
We're swapping.
you got Alex? Where's that other one? One of the two, probably the first one.
Just do that every time.
Right?
Dos.
Yeah.
Beefus pitch from Jake Oliver there. What a way to start an AB. Jake Oliver taking over for for Josh Gradwall.
And Schofield goes around for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. But yeah, the Enforcers did exactly what we thought they would do. Oliver pulls Gradwall in the second. They're up 9. So if Oliver finishes out this game, Gradwall would have 2 more innings of eligibility, potentially in games, and either game 6 or 7, if it were to go 7. And Schofield goes around for strike 3, 1 down on the bottom of the second.
Obviously, if you're the Enforcers, this lead is great, and if they pull out this win, that's really all they could ask for. But this has just been a perfect storm for them this game. You know, they don't use all of Josh Gradwall's eligibility, and they get a pretty comfortable lead for Jake to work with here for these final couple of innings.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Enforcers needed. Down 2 games, back against the wall. They come out. They're now up 9 here in the bottom of the second. Huge job from the Enforcers. It was a speed check. It was no pitch. Count as 1-0.
Oh my God.
That hits the zone, Oliver. What a drop from him. 1-1 now the count. Granich chases the drop. Strike two, a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty in the bottom of the second. Aces down 9, 1 down. Oliver freezes Morgan Granich. That'll be out number 2. 2 down now in the bottom of the second. The Enforcers are rolling. Valadez now stepping in. I mean, in the games that Valadez hasn't pitched, this Enforcer squad is an unbelievable showing on offense. Talk about game 1. Valadez pulls himself after 1 out. Enforcers win that game 8-0, and now Valadez doesn't start this game 5. Enforcers find themselves up 9.
Yeah, it's been a tough going when he isn't on the mound for the Aces. So we'll see what they do next game. They want to start him. Wow.
And wow, the slow curve to Valadez gets him to chase. Strike 2, a ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, it really goes to show you for this Aces offense. I mean, they really follow the momentum. Haven't been able to put up a run yet in these games as Valadez chases the high riser. 63, never mind. It's a speed check. 1 and 2, just kidding. You know, we just keep getting fooled by the speed checks, man.
We can only call it like we see it, you know?
Just keep getting fooled. 1 and 2. Slow change up inside, and Valadez does not bite. It's now 2 and 2 the count. Slider inside, misses, full count. Now to Valadez. Pitch on the way is way outside. Oliver loses Valadez. And the Aces with the runner on here in the bottom of the second.
That one's good. Oh, I'm sorry.
We will be playing inning number 3 in this ball game. Enforcers only up 9. Mercy rule is 10 after 2. Enforcers just a run away from getting to that mercy rule. So, hey, we'll have an opportunity here to pad the playoff stats potentially.
Yeah,
Score
for
some
the
more
Aces,
runs.
you got an opportunity to make an unbelievable comeback. You know what they say, you can't win a game 10-9 without giving up 9.
Absolutely not. That's the law, you know. 0-1. That's low to Scholl. Ball 1-1, the count to Scholl. But yeah, I mean, we mentioned the momentum that this Aces offense rides. I mean, in these games where the Enforcers jump out to a big lead, the Aces haven't even been able to score a run in those games.
Yeah, they kind of just, it looks like they almost kind of just phoned it in a little bit, but
yeah, they just say,
yeah, you're right. A momentum-based team is a good way to describe it.
They just say, hey, we're down 9. You know what? This game's a wash. We're up 2. Be up 1 after this if we were to lose. Got 2 more opportunities. We'll take our chances.
Yeah, they only need 1 more victory here.
3-1. Oliver hitting the zone on the slider. That connects. Count is now full to Scholl. He strikes out for the 3rd and final out of the second inning. Then go to the final inning here in game 5.
Who's up, Alex? Brock's up. You're up. Hey, Mark, just to clarify, if we score 1, it's game. Because we're home team. Oh, then we're away.
So, yeah, no? It's only if you guys have 10 after 2. There's 10 after 2. Yeah, you gotta play the 4 minutes. Oh, ball. You're banking on the fact that I can get that home run or something.
So we're here in game 5, into the air, and Aaron Schofield makes the grab, 1 down. So we're here, game 5, AWA World Series. Aces up 3-1 in this series. Enforcers back, their backs against the wall. Winner go home game. They're up 9 in the top of the 3rd. We will crown a champion tonight. It will happen. We're playing this out. Whether it goes 3 games, 4 games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this game number 5 is at the 30-minute mark, so the 3rd inning, that's about right on time.
So that hits Oliver in the back. Ball 3.
I'll knock on wood there,
but Oliver absolutely demolishes that ball. It hits the top of Club 65. And the Enforcers, they've hit the double digits now. It's 10-0.
They almost hit the club or the Trevor May sign again.
All of his home runs have been out to left. That's Oliver's 2nd home run of the game. It's been all Enforcers here in game 5, 10-0 the score. Now here's Josh Gradwall. Ball 1. Ground ball over to Morgan Granage. He bobbles it, doesn't have a play on Gradwall. Gradwall rounding first, going to second. He's in there. Great base running from Josh Gradwall, taking advantage of the air from Granage. He took a page out of Aaron Schofield's book right there. That was awesome.
Yeah, hit the base running. Gotta love it.
Runner on second now for the Enforcers. Here's Galgano. Galgano, a shot to Granich at third. He knocks it down. Galgano's in there with a hard hit single. Enforcers now with runners on first and second.
The Enforcers' bats are really working here. I gotta hope that they keep it going here in game number 6.
So here's Brock Playhouse. Fouls that pitch off. Strike 1.
That doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Head down.
It's Playhouse on the back. Ball and a strike. Ball and a strike to Playhouse. Galgano over there on first. Gradwall at second. 1 down. Hits Playhouse's bat for a foul. Ball and 2 strikes. So the count is 1-2. Playhouse has a grand slam in this game. It's 2 for 3. Single as well, and Playhouse, he strikes out. Second out on the top of the 3rd. Now here's Jake Oliver, who is red hot in this game. A ground rule double, 2 home runs, a couple of walks. He's 3 for 3.
Yeah, this is the hottest we've seen a hitter in a while.
But in the air, as we're saying that. Popped up into the air. Schofield makes the grab for out number 3. But the Enforcers, they add 1 more onto their lead. They now lead at 10-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd.
Bottom 3? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it. Need to see it. Oh. We good? Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah. All right. Go for it. Hanging out.
Here's Aaron Schofield. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Forces up big, 10-0. Oliver starts off Schofield with strike one. 0-1 the count. Base is empty. Nobody out. Schofield out to deep left center. It's over the head of Galgano. Schofield rounding first. He's heading for second. And Schofield's going to be called out at second. We'll take a look at it. Great play from Galgano. Great hustle. Over the head of Galgano right there.
Oh, he's in there. He's in there.
Got him midway.
He's in there.
He's in the air. Got him. Yes, sir. Hey. Okay, good.
So the call on the field is overturned. Aaron Schofield is safe at second. Chugs out a double. So just like that, the Aces got a runner on second. Morgan Granich to the plate. And it's Granich in the back for ball 1, 1-0. That's inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Granich.
The Aces only 1 hit so far in game number 5, according to my scoring.
It's another ball from Oliver, 3-0, and yeah, hey, they'll take it. I'll take that hit.
Yeah.
Anything to not be no hit again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was just that one right there, that double. That was the first hit for him.
First hit for the Aces comes at the hands of Aaron Schofield, a hard hit double over the head of Galgano, and now Granich working the walk. Runners on first and second. But I mean, that would have been crazy if the Aces would have been up 3 games to 2,
yeah.
and they would have got no hit twice in a World Series. That would have been wild. Won't happen. Valadez holds off on the changeup. Ball 1. It's popped up into the air in foul territory. Gradwall goes around the tree, makes the grab, and Aaron Schofield tags from second, heads to third. Granich tags as well, first to second. So great base running from the Aces as they advance up a base. On the catch in foul territory from Gradwall. 1 down. Runners in scoring position now for Jack Scholl. Pitch to Scholl, and he swings and misses at the slider. Strike 1. Hits the zone. Oliver. Great pitch. Oliver goes ahead now, 0-2. That's a pitch inside to Scholl. Ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. Aces down 10 runs in game 5. Popped up into the air. Gradwall makes the catch for the second out. Aaron Schofield stepping in. 1 for 3 in this game. A couple of strikeouts and a double. Aces down to their final out here in game 5, down 10 runs. But regardless, they like to not be shut out.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Want to have some type of momentum going into game 6. Pitch from Oliver. Gets Schofield to swing and miss. Count is now 0-1. One here to Schofield, and that ball is outside. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Slider is in there, Oliver. That was some nice pitching. Ball and 2 strikes. Aces down to their final strike here in the 5th game. Schofield holds. Outside. Count is even here at 2-2. And Schofield does well to hold again. And the count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. First base is empty for the Aces. Forcers still lead at 10-0. Trying to force a game 6. They're doing a great job of that.
Yeah.
10-0. This is down to their final strike. The pitch from Oliver is inside, and Schofield, he gets on via the walk. Now here we go with Morgan Granich. Bases juiced. Jake Oliver and the Eastern Enforcers desperately trying to get that 3rd and final out and head on to game 6.
Morgan looking to get his bat going.
Thanks, Mom.
Game 4 and 5. It's been a little quiet for him at the plate. He's worked his walks, but we'd love to see him hit the ball.
Top part of the zone from Oliver. Hits, and it's now 0-1 to Granich. Oliver, that's inside. 1-1. Just high to Granich. Ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. There's the pitch, and that connects. Hits the zone. Count all even at 2. Got 2s. And the Aces now down to their final strike yet again here in game 5. Oliver sets. Pitch on the way. And he goes around for strike 3. The Eastern Enforcers have won game 5. Final score of 10-0. They force game 6. We're gonna get right into game 6 here shortly. Great job from the Enforcers. They needed that win desperately. Their World Series hopes are still alive. And we go to game 6 between these 2 teams. We'll be back shortly. More than likely, we will be having an interview on the field potentially. And if we do, we'll be sending it down to Molly Foley in a moment.
Jake's pitching.
Jake, do you want to interview? You're up.
Yeah, get out there. Let's go.
Wait, really?
Get out there. There you go.
You did that.
Okay, I guess keep Aaron out there, but they're pulling the. We're gonna wait. Wait, aren't they home? They're away.
And we're going to send it down to Molly Foley, who's got Jake Oliver of the Eastern Enforcers.
Thank you, Mark. What's up, ballers? How about that for a game to finish here tonight, wrapping up our 5th game of the AWA 2024 World Series. I'm joined now with Jake Oliver of the Enforcers on the sideline. Jake, walk us through that win, now how you guys were able to battle and come back to keep things alive for the series.
Just hitting the ball. Finally figured out how to play wiffle ball. I've been kind of sucking all series. I think got my first hits today and didn't walk people, so there you go.
Now, Jake, I understand you have a pretty special fan out in the crowd who's been there pretty much every single game this entire AWA season. Do you want to give your dad a shout out?
Oh, yeah, that's my dad. He's always here. And, you know, DJ, when he's playing too, he's always here. So, best fan we've ever had, so.
Absolutely. Pops Oliver is always out there in the crowds. Rain or shine, you can count on him to support his boys. So, Jake, what's it going to take now for the Enforcers to battle it out and win this World Series?
Just don't change a thing. We're doing good. Just keep cruising. Mo's very hittable tonight, so just don't change it. Don't get in your head. Yeah.
All right. Wishing you the best of luck. And I'll send it back up to Alex and Mark in the booth to get things started for our 3rd game tonight and Game 6 of the series. Sounds good?
Thank you.
Not very. Hey, get some warm up in. No, they got swept last year. I hate how all the players are they're all good. They're all fucking good. And they all have exactly the same slow breathing though. I swear to God, and it's like, oh no, that's just actually average up. Jackson Holiday, like, I feel like his body doesn't fit it. He looks so, yeah, he looks so young. And then I look at him and I'm like, that's a full, like, I'm like, dude, that guy's built. Like, he's the number 1 overall prop. Well, no, but remember, he was 2 up. Oh, he's I mean, I don't believe Okay, that's the 2 guys that I was trading in rotation. I think that we
Lizer, Logger, and then somebody else.
With Joey too, or just one?
Oh, yeah. Young guy. Yeah, domestic.
So here we are in Game 6 of the World Series between the Atlantic Aces and the Eastern Enforcers. Jake Oliver is on the mound and Aaron Schofield leading it off. Aces lead by a game. They lead it 3-2. They were to win this Game 6, they'd be crowned World Series champions, but the Eastern Enforcers on the flip side are trying to win Game 6 and force a Game 7. Aaron Schofield, swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes, and Brock Playhouse is playing way off of first. What's he doing over there?
Brock just kind of does his own thing.
Ground ball goes to Josh Gradwell. They might be screwed. Doesn't matter because Aaron Schofield strikes out looking. One down in the top of the first. I was a little surprised that Valadez didn't pitch in Game 5. I thought the Aces would try to ride that momentum. They had won the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Excuse me, the last 2 games. Last 3 games, actually, up to that point, now that I think about it. Jeez. Now here we are, Game 6. Aces only up a game. See who they pitch in Game 6. First pitch to Granage, outside. Ball 1. Granage swung on and missed.
Feel that one up here.
Ball on a strike.
Yeah, like you said earlier in the broadcast, the Aces are a very momentum-based team. They're looking to recapture that here. I mean, they got stomped in Game 5.
Yeah, it was all Enforcers in Game 5. Enforcers won 10-0 last game. Oliver throws that outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now to Granage. Bases empty, 1 down. Pitch on the way from Oliver hits Granage. Ball 3, full count now to Granage. It's pitch black out here in Washington. We got the lights on. I've had them on for a while. Granage looks at that pitch inside. He walks. Aces with their first runner on here in Game 6. And now Moises Valadez stepping up to the plate. Valadez has pitched great so far in the World Series. Was able to lead the Aces to 3 wins in a row. We're up a game. And they're going to need him to roll here in Game 6. Or Game 7, whichever game they want him to pitch. They want to have an opportunity to win this series 0-1. .62 miles per hour, a no pitch to Valadez. Count will stay at 0-1. Morgan Granich over there first. Great pitch from Oliver. Gets past Valadez, and it's now 0-2. 0-2 on the way. And Valadez absolutely sent a missile over there down the third base side.
He was sitting on the breaking ball there and was just out ahead of that one.
Just out ahead. Count is 0-2. Champion will be crowned tonight. Oliver hits a fan over there on the first base side. That was hit hard. That stings.
This is why we built Club 65, you know, nobody really sits out there.
Got a few
Except for the lucky fans out there tonight.
Got a few fans.
Everybody loves the fire, and you know what? I don't blame them.
Yeah,
I know, it's just warm over there.
I still have 0-2.
1-2.
I have 0-2.
0-2 is the count. Foul back by Valadez. And here we go again, 0-2. Jake Oliver, something that I didn't really notice ever. One of the more slower working pitchers in the league.
Yeah, he is for sure. Very methodical approach.
Takes his time.
Got a big arsenal. He's got to take his time to figure out what pitch he wants to throw.
You know, he pitches like there's, like the old days when there wasn't a pitch clock, which is, you know, that's fine. It's all good, you know. Respect it. We don't got a pitch clock here in wiffle ball.
You know, guys like me with only one pitch, you just get up there and fire it away every 10 seconds.
Start tossing.
No.
61 grabs as a ball. Didn't go around. 2-2. So Oliver comes set. 2-2. Does not go around. Valadez looking at a full count. Runner on first is Morgan Granich.
Wonder if Jake's gonna try and sneak a slow curve by him again.
Pitch on the way. Valadez fouls it off. I mean, this has been an unbelievable battle. I don't even know what pitch this is at the bat.
That was the 9th pitch, so here's the 10th.
10th pitch of the at-bat. Unreal. And that's hit. Line drive, Pascal Gano out in center. That'll be a single for Valadez. He wins the 10-pitch battle against Oliver, and the Aces now with runners at the corners. One away. Here's Jack Scholl.
That was a great AB from Moses there. You know, 10th pitch, he finally got a fastball in the middle of the zone, and he drove it the opposite way. Shortened up that swing.
That was a great battle from Valadez.
Yeah, his bat's been a little quiet this World Series. Good to see from Moses there. Hard hit single.
First pitch to Scholl, fouled up. Jake Oliver just out of his reach. Not able to get there. 0-1 to Scholl. Runners on first and third. Aces looking to score first in game 6. Scholl looks at strike 2. 0-2 the count. Two on the way. And Scholl chases the riser outside. He's down on strikes. And there's now 2 away in the top of the first. We go back to the top of the order with Aaron Schofield. Strike out in his last at-bat. Oliver, that pitch gets away from him. Way outside for ball 1. Schofield rips it past Playhouse. He's safe at first. A run comes in to score. We're going to take a look at it just to make sure. But if it stands, the Aces will score first. Call on the field is confirmed. Aaron Schofield is safe at first. That'll be an RBI single for Schofield. Runners still at the corners for the Aces. It's 1-0. We've seen what the Aces can do when they score first in these ball games. They've just been winning.
Yeah, like a shark that smells blood in the water, you know, and errors are what killed the Enforcers in Game 4. Don't want to see that trend start again in Game 6.
On one to Greenwich. Pitch on the way from Oliver. Low and outside. Ball on a strike. The Enforcers were in the World Series a couple of years ago. Had a lead against the Southern Stingers, but we all know how that ended up. Stingers ended up coming back and winning the series against the Enforcers. Took the Enforcers a couple of years, but here they are again in the World Series, battling in Game 6, trying to force Game 7.
Yeah, in the early years of the AWA, they were not a well-built team. The squad has really been built from the ground up, headed, of course, by Jake Oliver, and Brock Playhouse has been here from the beginning as well. And, you know, recently the additions of Josh Gradwell and most recently John Galgano here. Built quite a squad.
They really have. Oliver's been here for all but 1 season. Just wasn't on the team in the inaugural season, but ended up taking this Enforcer squad over starting in year 2.
The inaugural season, Jake played a role in several teams.
And Oliver strikes out Greenwich for out number 3. Aces, they get 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Aces up 1-0.
Mark, did they get 2? What? They got 2, right? Oh, just 1? Just 1. Oh, there it is. Hell yeah. You better lose that jersey. Is that the cup? Yeah, that's the cup. Hey.
Sean Mary does the Bears Challenge every game, and he's doing it for the series. He's interested in if you enjoy it.
I never get to see it.
Okay.
He's the guy who pick his dinner.
Yeah, you pick his dinner. Yeah. Okay, good. Good answer. We'll shout it out to him.
Yeah,
okay.
There we go.
Hey guys, remember it's John Miller who does the dinner challenges? Maybe you shout him out.
Oh yeah, shout him out.
Just shout him out.
Thanks, John Miller.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John Miller.
Johnny.
All day, dude.
Johnny. All right, we're good.
Good.
So here we are in the bottom of the first. And I just wanted to give a shout out here to John Miller, who's been doing the Dingers Challenge all season long. He's consistently in the chat. John Miller, thank you so much. We appreciate you and what you've done for the AWA here in 2024. Oliver, oh my goodness. Just nearly missing a home run.
That is ridiculous.
Hit it out to left. It hit off the tree. Didn't have enough to get out, but Oliver dives into second with a double. And just like that, Enforcers got Oliver on at second and Josh Gradwell up at the plate. Ball one to Gradwell, and that's too fast on the gun, 61 miles per hour.
Sorry for yelling at you, Mark.
No pitch. Gradwell looking at a 1-0. That's high.
And Aaron back up on the mound for the Aces. Maybe they're trying to do that strategy where he records a single out and Moses comes in for the rest of the game or what have you. But we'll see how they do it here. The game got out of hand pretty quickly for the Aces last time out.
Gradwell is swinging a miss, and yeah, I mean this is it's a really strange. If Valadez does not come into pitch after Schofield records an out, it'll be a very strange coaching decision for the Aces, because you do not want to give up the momentum to the Enforcers. The Enforcers are already coming into Game 6 with great momentum, just won 10-0, and if the Enforcers force Game 7, you go to Game 7, and the Aces end up losing this series, you'll know why. If you're an Aces fan, you'll know why. You gotta play off momentum, especially in these 7-game series. And you know, Aaron Schofield, he's struggled out here so far, and so if they get the run route that they needed, so now here comes Valadez. We'll see what they choose to do.
See what they do, yeah. You know, they still have Morgan Granish out there. He has experience on the mound. He's a knuckleballer, so a little inconsistent, I guess, just by his nature, but he hasn't pitched yet this series, and they're discussing. It looks like Aaron's going to stay on.
Interesting decision. Okay.
Oh,
wait.
I think Moses is just giving him some pointers, and if Aaron can.
So maybe they might be talking about bringing in Granic here potentially.
No, like the game when they catch the criminal and the criminal's up.
Okay.
And so after a long discussion between the Aces, Aaron Schofield gets that one out that the Aces needed, and now Valadez, he's got the rest of the game he's eligible for the rest of the game. He's gonna step in.
Yeah, rest of the game and extras. So yeah, Aaron does his job. He does give up the leadoff double, but I think Moses is capable of pitching around that.
Yeah, and that was big for Schofield to get that one out. Aces, the Enforcers did get a runner on second, the Jake Oliver double.
I'm not done.
So that was good on them, but now here we go with Valadez, and Valadez, he's been so effective so far in the World Series. He's won all 3 games that he's pitched in thus far, aside from Game 1 when he pulled himself after just one out. Facing John Galgano. Galgano pops that up into the air. Granic makes the catch. And there's now 2 away in the bottom of the first. The Enforcers just really haven't been able to figure out Valadez.
Yeah, it's been tough going, and it was a rough Game 1, I believe it was for Moses. really settled in nicely, especially tonight.
Valadez throws first pitch outside, and the second pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Playhouse, a swing and a miss. The count is now 2-1. Blowing outside from Valadez. Count moves to 3 balls and a strike. And that's low for ball 4. So Brock Playhouse works the walk. Runners on first and second now for the Enforcers. And up steps Jake Oliver.
Jake is hotter than the sun right now as a hitter. I've been saying it for like 4 at-bats, man. Hasn't hit anything less than a double, it seems like. Well, except his last pop out of the pitcher, but that doesn't count.
And for the rest of this playoffs, the Enforcers are going to be playing in win or go home games.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to need Oliver to deep left center, and it just barely misses a home run. That'll be an RBI double for Oliver. He hit that to the deepest part of the park. The Enforcers get one in. It's now 1-1 in the bottom of the first. Oliver stays hot, his second double of the inning.
Yeah, you're right. Hit it to the absolute deepest part of the park. Didn't quite get over the wall, but these Aces pitchers, man, I think you got to just start throwing balls in the dirt. You know, because a walk is better than an RBI double.
It really is, and it's really dark out there behind the tree in left center. I couldn't even tell if it went over or not.
Yeah.
It's starting to get hard to even make calls out here.
Yeah, and Aaron was there. Yeah, it was a tough play to make, for sure, so no knock on Aaron's fielding there, but to even get there and corral it and limit the one run.
Hey, I swing harder than I throw. That's cool.
3-1 to Josh Gradwell. Runners on second and third. We're all tied up at 1. Pitch from Valadez. Gradwell fouls it off. And the count is full. Full count, the go-ahead run just 45 feet away as Gradwell pops that up. Schofield holds on to make the third and final out, but the Enforcers, they get a run and tie it up. We're all tied at 1 going in the top of the second.
It's built into every sport.
Unbelievable!
Doesn't matter if you're in an exotic location or under the glare of studio lights.
Holy smokes!
Sports are sports.
What?
And they all come jam-packed with adrenaline.
He's spinning out, and he hits the hay! He's got the seatbelt around the neck.
There's a reason it's called an adrenaline rush.
Oh my God!
And it's always rush hour on Brinks TV. The kingdom of awesomeness.
Hammer in the over, too. Dude, I know, seriously. Only 192.
Moises Valadez looks at a changeup for strike 1. Wow, Oliver able to sneak that right on by. 0-1 the count. Goes to it again, and Valadez chases it.
I wonder if he's going to speed it up now.
Yeah, you know Oliver's going to be throwing some heat here after those 2 slow pitches. 0-2. Oh, he goes with the drop. And Valadez does well to hold off. Ball and 2 strikes. Oliver set. The pitch. And Valadez chases the slider. He strikes out for out number 1. 1 down in the top of the second. Forcers trying to keep this thing close. Win or go home situation. Ever since they lost game 4, Forcers have been battling. It's been all Enforcers pretty much. Aces have just scored the 1 run that they've scored in this game. They didn't score a run last game. Lost 10-0. Here's Jack Scholl. Oliver. Tad too fast there. Hit 61 miles per hour on the speed gun. No pitch. It's the zone. What did it say?
I didn't swing. It said 71. Oh, it's at 117.
No, that's not.
I don't think I got that. That looks like it. I don't know.
It said 117 on the radar gun. That's not a speed check. It's strike 1.
Ah, okay. That's fine. Yeah.
0-1.
0-1, sorry.
Yeah.
0-1 to Jack Scholl. Scholl chasing the riser. Strike 2. Nobody on, 1 down. We're all tied up at 1 in the top of the second. Scholl looks outside. Ball and 2 strikes.
So if it's a 61, I don't swing and it hits it, then it's no.
That's a no pitch, yeah.
Okay.
If it's a strike and it's a speed, if it's a strike, it's over 60 and it's a no pitch. If it's over 60 and it's a ball, it's still a ball.
Okay, that makes sense.
One and 2 to Scholl. He's just trying to retake the lead. Scored first in game 6. Oliver throws that in the dirt. Ball 2, 2 and 2. Slider nicks the zone. Strike 3. Down goes Scholl. 2 down now on the top of the second. Oliver, that was nice. Able to connect on the zone.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
Forcers, they'll take that. And now up steps Aaron Schofield. Oliver outside, ball 1. Oliver too far inside. So much so it's behind Schofield. 2 balls, no strikes. As that one gets away. (2-0). That's a fair ball. Oliver fields it, throws to first, and gets the out on Schofield for out number 3. No run score for the Aces. We're all tied up at 1 as we go to the bottom of the second.
Ninja, pirate, misfits. You are strong. Together, we are stronger. Never lie. No need. The truth always wins. Whatever you are, be it. All the way. No compromises. Put your money where your soul is.
Galgano pops that up to Schofield, and Schofield makes the catch. Out number 1 in the bottom of the second. Brock Blayhouse now to the plate. Really close game here. Game 6 between the Enforcers and the Aces. Aces up a game. They lead at 3-2. Enforcers trying to force game 7.
And Brock in the previous game, he really blew it open for the Enforcers with the first inning grand slam.
And the Enforcers ended up winning 10-0. That was a crazy game for them.
Crazy if you're in the Enforcers.
1-1 as that's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the count.
Oh, love that. Love that. I need one. There we go.
Foul back by Playhouse.
Ball.
And he swings and misses. Strikes out for the 2nd out in the bottom of the 2nd. So Valadez 2 up and 2 down for him so far in the 2nd. Jake Oliver, the one guy you don't want to face right now in this lineup. Oliver is 2 for 2 so far in game 6, 2 doubles.
And, you know, 2 outs and nobody on. I mean, unless you can throw 3 straight pitches like that. Walk doesn't kill you here.
0-1. And Oliver chases the drop again. It's now 0-2. Pitch from Valadez. Oliver does well. He holds off. Ball and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes. Bases empty. 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd. And that's low. Oliver truly has been that go-to guy for the Enforcers. It's been working for him on offense. As Valadez just misses high. It's now, count is now full.
It's the recipe for Jake Oliver right now. Don't give him anything in the zone. Bunch of sinkers, curveballs, and results in a walk there. But that'd be the best case scenario for the Aces right now with how he's swinging the bat.
Oliver is on. And now here's Josh Gradwall stepping in. Gradwall past Aaron Schofield in deep left center. Oliver rounding third, heading home, and he's in there. The Eastern Enforcers go up a run. They now lead it 2-1 on the crazy hustle from Jake Oliver as he goes first to third on the single from Gradwall. Wow.
First to home.
First to home, excuse me, first to home. First to home, that's what I meant. Oliver coming in to score. Wow, he put on the burners. Schofield got that thing in quickly, too.
And Schofield looked like, you know, I don't think he expected that ball to come at him as hard as it did. He kind of let it go by him a little bit. We've seen him react a little bit better in the past. They're having a discussion on the mound here about what to do. You know, they still have Game 7 eligibility for Moses right now, but looks like he's going to stay in. It's only a 1-run deficit now.
Yeah, I mean, you got 2 down. You got 2 down here in the bottom of the 2nd. Just try to get out of this inning. Go back up to the plate. Try to retake the lead as Valadez starts off Galgano. First pitch strike, 0-1. It's the zone again. Galgano now way behind. Gets away from Valadez. Ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Count will remain 1-2. Josh Gradwall on over at first. Gradwall with the go-ahead RBI single for the Enforcers in the bottom of the 2nd. That's ripped up the middle, and Greenwich tags second, but he's not able to hold on. So Gradwall, we'll take a look at this.
This is awfully close.
He didn't have possession. He didn't have it.
If you have the ball,
he tapped the bag with the ball.
If you have the ball, why take the bag and then use it?
Initial call is what?
Ooh. If he tags the bag and he has the ball.
I think it comes out of his.
And it comes out.
I think he hits the ground first. It doesn't take the bag.
He tagged the bag, but I mean, it's like.
Were you out there?
Yeah, so he tagged the bag, but there was no
Did you make a call?
Huh?
Did you make a call? No. What did you think of it?
I saw him tag the bag, but it's not like he tagged the person, and it was like bag, but immediately out of the hand.
Yeah.
Because it looks like tagging the bag is what knocked it out. Yeah.
Yeah. That should be.
It's like in football, because you literally just have to hit the fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to hit the end zone. You have to hit the end zone, and then it's a touchdown. So.
Yeah. I think it's because if it's like if you throw to a person and it hits them in the hands and they don't catch it, it's safe. So it's the same situation.
Okay. Well, it's safe anyway.
Call on the field stands. Runner is safe at second. So a good hustle play from Granich. Ball slips out of his hand. Everybody's safe. Runners on first and second. Still 2 outs. And now here's Brock Playhouse to the plate.
That was an awfully close play.
Valdez starts off Playhouse with a strike. Fouls that off. Playhouse now behind 0-2. Does not go. He holds. Ball and 2 strikes. Holds again. And the count is 2-2. Popped up in foul territory. Foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes remains the count.
He's working at a quicker pace now. Trying to keep Brock on his toes. He's struck out his last time up.
First pitch from Valdez. Ground ball right back to Valdez. He bobbles it, and he doesn't have a play. Everybody's safe for the Enforcers. Bases are now loaded. And oh boy, here we go.
Man.
Jake Oliver. Jake Oliver stepping in. And Oliver has just had Valdez's number in this ball game. He's 2 for 2, a couple of doubles and a walk. He's been on every time he's faced Valdez. And this is the biggest situation for the Enforcers. Bases loaded, they're up a run, trying to extend this lead and force game 7. It's the biggest situation for both of these teams right now. World Series is on the line for the Aces. Enforcers just trying not to go home, and they want that game 7. If Enforcers were to be able to win this game 6, they would hold the momentum and the advantage going into game 7 because they still have eligibility left over from Josh Gradwall to pitch in game 7.
Yeah, and Jake Oliver in the mound has proven to be no slouch. Fouls that one off.
This is the opportunity for the Enforcers to really flip the script and regain the momentum. Try to really flip this series. I mean, backs have been against the wall for games now, and they are absolutely fighting hard to try to get to game 7. A ball and 2 strikes to Oliver.
Yeah, ball back to Moses here. You can just throw it home.
Valdez hits Oliver. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They mixed his windup there, Evan. That was a pure stretch pitch.
So here we go, the 2-2. Popped up into the air in foul territory, and that'll get out of play.
Into the crowd, yeah.
Granich does not have a play on that. Count still 2-2. Oliver, biggest at-bat of his career right now. 2-2, bases loaded, and Enforcers up a run. Oliver holds. Great eye. 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Moises Valadez strikes out Jake Oliver. But the Enforcers, they retake the lead. We go to the top of the third. Enforcers lead it 2-1.
Hey, coach him up. Coach him up. Relax. Doing my best out here, all right? That's true. Hey, do better. Yeah, are we good up there? Good? Oh, yeah. Come on, Morgan.
So here we are, the top of the third inning, final inning of Game 6. Aces down a run. Enforcers just 3 outs away from forcing Game 7. Ball 1 to Greenwich. One and 0. And Greenwich. A swing and a miss. Strike 1, a ball and a strike. Ground ball, foul. Foul on the third base side. Greenwich coming on back. Count is 1-2. Yeah, Oliver working slow out there on the mound. Methodical, thinking about his pitches, trying to make sure he's dotting every pitch. Trying to send this Enforcer squad into Game 7. 1-2. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the count. That's high from Oliver. Full count. Now to Greenwich.
Greenwich represents the tying run. I'd love to see him get on after the aces, obviously.
3-2 on the way. That's high. Greenwich is on for the aces. The aces have the tying run on at first. And that'll bring the go-ahead run up to the plate in Moises Valadez. Valadez has been pitching very well in this World Series. He's given up just the 2 runs so far here in Game 6. Trying to get that run back now and tie this ball game up. First pitch hits Valadez, ball 1. Valadez right back to Oliver. He had another ball in his hand and he bobbled it, and Valadez is on. That's really difficult for Jake Oliver. Oliver normally holds a couple of wiffle balls in his hand. And he was holding that one and he just couldn't hold on.
Don't keep those extra balls in your hand. Never know when one's going to come right back at you. You know, knock it out of your hand or throw the wrong ball. Just hold one at a time.
That was really difficult. So there's now 2 on. Jack Scholl stepping in. Except ball 1, Scholl, he's been up in many critical situations in this World Series. He's performed very well for this Aces squad. He's gotten on when they need him to get on, and he's been putting the ball in play, making things happen when they've needed it.
Looking to get going here in Game 6. A couple of strikeouts so far.
2-0. Ground ball in play to Gradwall. Gradwall throws to third, and Granich is safe at third. We'll take a look at it, but the call on the field is safe.
He slid way early. He didn't even come close. Slid way early. Slid way early.
All right, come on, Aaron. Grand slam. Grand slam time. Let's go! Yeah!
Call on the field is confirmed. Granich safe at third. Bases are loaded for the Aces. Nobody out. And here is Aaron Schofield.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Bases loaded. Aces down a run. The tying run 45 feet away. Go ahead run at second. Schofield out to left. It one-ups the fence. Granich scores. Valadez will score as well. And the Aces have just taken the lead on the Aaron Schofield 2 RBI single. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that slow Ephus pitch from Jake has fooled these Aces hitters all night. And Aaron finally is patient enough to sit on it. Pokes it out to the wall for a couple of runs.
Jake goes right back to the slow Ephus to Granich. Granich bites, and it's 0-1, but Schofield doing very well on the slow Ephus. Waits back on it, drove that thing in the left field to score a couple of runs. Granich deep out to left. And it gets over the wall. Morgan Granich, a 3-run home run, and the Aces now lead it 6-2 in the final inning of Game 6. Oh my goodness, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Might have just done it. You're right. That was a skyscraping shot. It just sneaks over the wall in the corner there. Had to really look over to see it from our angle, but yeah.
Yeah, it was in the corner again. I was trying to wait to make the call this time. I couldn't even see if it went over or not.
Still nobody out here. And, you know, if you're the Enforcers, you are going to get a chance to hit here in this inning, but got to get there first.
And so Aaron Schofield, the 2 RBI single, gives the Aces the lead. But Morgan Granich adds the cherry on top, a 3-run homer, and the Aces are now up 4 in the final inning of Game 6. Valadez looking at a 1-2 count, but the Aces are not done. There's still no outs here in the top of the third. Jake Oliver and the Enforcers desperately need to get some outs, keep this lead to only 4. Just come back and try to make some magic happen in the bottom of the third. Valadez holds off.
All day.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Side from Oliver, and the count is full. 3-2 to Valadez, bases empty. Aces up 4. Fouls it into the zone. Valadez still alive. As the count remains full here at 3-2. This has been some series between these two teams, back and forth in this Game 6.
Couldn't have asked for more from this World Series. Great way to end the season.
Every run counts, and Valadez chases the pitch outside for strike 3. 1 down in the top of the third. Now here he comes, Jack Scholl. He's really been the man at the bottom of the order for the Aces, continuing to extend innings and making things happen for this squad. Two 2-0 here to Jack Scholl, one down in the top of the third. Scholl swung on and missed. Strike one. Aces up 4 in the top of the third, trying to extend this lead. Scholl rips it past Brock Playhouse at first for a single, and he just continues to get on for the Aces.
He's a machine.
Great job from Scholl.
Yeah, real patient swing there, Jake. And with that slow breaking ball again, and he sat on it and just poked it past Brock.
Now here's Aaron Schofield. Schofield gave the Aces the lead here in the top of the third. His 2 RBI singles, what really got the scoring going in this inning. And then right after him, Granich stepped in with that 3-run shot, 4-run lead for the Aces, but no lead is safe in the AWA. Aces want to get as many as they possibly can and secure their first ever World Series win.
Good go, good go, good go. That was a good pitch. Good caught.
1-1. That hits Schofield, ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. Out of the team captain of the Atlantic Aces, just in their 2nd year since inception. Aaron Schofield, captain of this squad. His team was created just a year ago. And the Aces, in only their 2nd ever year, find themselves in a wonderful position, about to clinch their first ever World Series, as that hits the bottom of the zone. Strike 2.
Man, oh man. That was probably the best pitch of the night.
And that pitch from Oliver, I mean, that went from the top part of the zone all the way down to the bottom and just barely nicked the bottom. That was pretty cool. 2-2. And Schofield is bailed out from the speed check. 2-2 will remain the count.
Good audible on the call there.
61 miles per hour on the gun. Yeah, it's nice when they turn around and they tell me it's a speed check. When they just say speed check and they keep going, I don't know, you know. So thank you to Aaron right there for letting me know. 2-2. And Aaron Schofield just frozen.
All the lie.
On that drop from Oliver. And there's now 2 down in the top of the third, but here's Morgan Granich, fresh off of his 3-run homer in his last at-bat. Really trying to pad that Aces lead. Can he do it again? Let's see. So the first pitch strike from Oliver.
Bit of a hanger there, but an effective pitch if you're not expecting it.
0-1, and that hits the top of the zone. Granich now behind 0-2. Jake Oliver and the Eastern Enforcers desperately trying to get out of the top of the third. 0-2. That misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Granich. Pitch. Outside again from Oliver. And the count is now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Down to the wire here. We got 1 more game.
A champion will be crowned tonight. Will it be Game 6, or will the Enforcers be able to roll on back and win Game 6 to force a Game 7? We will see. 2-2 to Granich. Inside again from Oliver. And the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Two on the way. Hits the 61 miles per hour and no pitch.
That one looked awfully fast, but Now, if it's a strike, it doesn't really matter for the pitcher. Just let her rip.
That was hot from Oliver.
Yeah, that was. Said only 61, but that looked like the hardest pitch.
Yeah, it looked
seen
looked
in a
hard,
while.
looked faster than that. So the count is 3-2 to Greenwich. Swing and a miss from Greenwich, and he's down on strikes for out number 3. But the Aces retake the lead. They lead it 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd here in Game 6 of the World Series.
Also, because I'm too cheap to buy food though. $180 is like, yeah, I feel like I'm $180.
Go, baby.
And so it all comes down to this moment, bottom of the 3rd, Game 6. Ground ball right back to Valadez on the mound. He throws to first, and it's in time to get Josh Gradwall for out number 1. 1 away, and the Aces are now just 2 outs away from their first ever World Series. So here's John Galgano as he looks at ball 1. 1-0. Forsters down 4 in the bottom of the 3rd. Trying to battle their way back. Try to at least tie this ball game up. A ball and a strike. Valadez. Galgano fouls that off. 1-2 the count. Hits the zone, strike 3. Down goes John Galgano. 2 away now in the bottom of the 3rd, and the Enforcers now down to their final out. Aces just an out away from a World Series win. And I can already tell the fans, they got the champagne ready over there.
Who else but Brock Playhouse?
An excellent way to end the season, huh?
We'll see if Brock Playhouse can end it.
The original enforcer.
You know, he'll never hear the end of it if he strikes out to end the World Series.
Holds off there.
It's off, ball 1. Behind Playhouse, ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. It's the zone. Valadez is rolling 2-1. Inside, ball 3. Valadez, he's working fast. 3-1. Playhouse fouls it into the zone, and the Aces now just an out away, cementing this squad into the history books of a 2024 World Series win. Gotta get past Brock Playhouse first. 3-2 count to Brock Playhouse, nobody on, 2 away. Pitch from Valadez. That's low for ball 4. Brock Playhouse is on, and the Enforcers' hopes still live.
It will not go quietly. You know, every rally's got to start somewhere.
So now here's Jake Oliver, 2 for 3 in this game. Looks at ball 1.
You know, sometimes a 3rd out, it can be the hardest.
And Oliver's been hot. A couple of doubles in the game. 2-0. Oliver, and that is way out! Deep into the night, into the neighbor's yard. a 2-run homer. The Enforcers' hopes still live. It's now 6-4 Aces in the bottom of the third.
They will not go quietly into the night. We have a ball game.
Oliver, a towering shot way over Club 65. That made it into the other neighbor's yard. A deep homer. As the Enforcers get 2 back, Gradwall, a swing and a miss for strike 1.
Get ahead, stay ahead.
Holds off, does not go. A ball and a strike. Popped up into the air into foul territory. Valdez not able to get there in time.
Jeez.
And they were, Schofield and Valdez were hustling after that thing. Had they been able to get to that, that would have been the World Series.
That would have been a heck of a way to end it. Also a little anticlimactic.
Nobody better. Go on. 3-1.
Now we can't even see.
Yeah, I know that. I know exactly. We don't have cameras back there. The 1-2. Hits the zone, strike 3, and the Atlantic Aces have just won the 2024 AWA World Series. Their first ever World Series. They got the champagne out there on the mound. Congratulations to the Atlantic Aces. Unbelievable job.
Heck of a season by a heck of a team.
The number 1 seeded Atlantic Aces win it all in 2024. They beat the Eastern Enforcers here in Game 6, 6-4.
Yeah, they've been at the top pretty much all season. So, I think you can say the best team really did win it all this year. They're carried by their offense. Outstanding job in the World Series by Moses on the mound. Their bats came alive when they really needed it most, so hats off to the Aces, and to the former Wolfpack members, especially Aaron Schofield and Moses Valdez. Happy to see him build this team up.
1 through 4 in that Atlantic Aces order on offense. Every single one of them was rolling in this World Series. Aaron Schofield, Morgan Granich, Moises Valdez, and Jack Scholl, they all had it in this World Series. Each and every one of them played a part, and they are your 2024 World Series champions. Well, I mean, I don't know if we're going to be, I think it looks like we're going to have Robert down on the field. He's going to have the Atlantic Aces. We'll be there in a moment for an interview. We're going to send it to Robert. Here he is.
Chair Jack Playhouse to present the trophy. Go ahead.
Record. AWA presents you the AWA trophy.
We also would like to present the MVP of the postseason. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Moses Valdez wins it. All right, Moses, come here really quick. Tell me about the team meetings that you guys had. Those were really important down the stretch, it seemed.
Man, I can't talk about enough of like the support from this team, and every single game. It doesn't feel like we're ever out of it, and I felt like we were battling back that game. And what do you know? We come out on top.
All right, congratulations, my man. Go celebrate that World Series.
Thank you so much.
All right, back to the booth, guys.
Thank you, Robert, and there it is. The Atlantic Aces awarded with the golden bat, the World Series bat, and we finally know who the World Series MVP is. It's Moises Valdez, to no surprise.
Yeah, I mean, it really was the most valuable. I mean, without his pitching, this Aces team was pretty dead in the water. So, yeah, I can't really think of anybody more fitting than Moses.
The Aces, they get it done. They win the 2024 World Series. And that is it here from AWA Field. We are done. The season is over for 2024, but we will be back for an award ceremony soon, in the next couple weeks, potentially a month. We don't know yet. We're still trying to get that date figured out, but once we have the date down, we will let you all know. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for the 2024 playoffs, the 2024 season. We truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming out here every week. watching us play wiffle ball in our buddy's backyard. It is a blast for each and every one of us. Thank you so much again. The 2024 season has come to a close. We wish you all a great night and see you for the awards ceremony.
Hey guys, good grip this season. Great grip. That's good. Is that you? You write that up? I wrote that. Is that you? Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that was good. That was good. How to make sure that you didn't strike out the end. Thank you. That obviously didn't get through. Sorry about you. Yeah. You didn't get through because your brother had that in his yeah. That was. How does his go out? How does Morgan's go out? His went out.